हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज अमन चौधरी वंस अगेन। मेरे साथ अभी के
शाजी
साजी के साजी है, जर्नलिस्ट है। ऐसा कोई न्यूज़पेपर नहीं होगा जिसपे इन्होंने अपना योगदान नहीं दिया है, इन्होंने अपना पढ़ाई नहीं, अपना जो रिसर्च है इनका वो नहीं किया है। न्यूज़ क्रिएट करने के लिए, अपने स्टेटमेंट को देने के लिए बेबाकी से अपनी बातों को डालते हैं। तो इनसे बातचीत करते हैं, इनसे जानते हैं। बट द प्रॉब्लम इज he is able to speak only English, so you have to understand the language. Say, how are you? First of all, welcome to my channel.
Thank you very much for meeting you and for appearing before this channel, and it is very interesting and it's great.
First question from you is, what about the freedom of speech as a journalist?
Freedom of speech is very fundamental kind of human right. It is not for journalists, it must be the soul of a democracy. In a functional democracy like ours, the freedom must be there for every citizen to express whatever they are feeling right. They can critically engage with the government, they can criticize the authorities, they can criticize whatever around the welfare policies, the implementation of the welfare schemes. So whatever you feel that is worthy of public scrutiny, that is of general public interest, and you must have the freedom to critically engage with that.
Did you feel freedom of speech when you are performing or practicing journalism in India?
Yeah, of course. Still, I believe India is one of the largest functional democracies across the world. And we are ensuring the fundamental liberty of people and especially journalists. And so far, I have been working for over a quarter century as a journalist in different parts of India. And I never felt the freedom was organizedly or willfully curtailed by the authorities. But now, we have some fear because we are hearing from different parts of the country the journalists are getting persecuted, especially journalists exposing corruption, exposing land-related mafias, especially journalists writing on environment and climate change. So these people are getting threats from the authorities, the sand mafia, the land mafia, the water mafia. So the many mafias are working across the country and with the active support of politicians and mainstream political parties. That is why I am a little bit concerned about the future of the freedom of journalists in India.
You had worked lots with the Adivasis.
So,
you want to complete?
No, let's continue.
You worked lots with the Adivasis, with the problem of Adivasis. The people living in 3-4 states, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, they are feeling lots of problems by the mafias, mining mafias. Is that also in South India?
Everywhere across India, the problems of Adivasis are far more general than any particular kind of thing. Across India, the tribal community they are facing displacement because of the interference of the corporates or the corporate world. Because the corporates, as I already said, the corporates are supported and motivated by the government to loot the public resources. And most of the public resources are with the tribal areas. For the tribal areas having lot of mineral deposits, lot of natural resources around their settlements and in their forests. So across India, even whether it is south or north or east or west, the tribals are facing displacement. And their traditional resources are being plundered by the corporates, the corporates. So the wealthy people, the powerful people, the beautiful people, and the corrupt people and greedy people from the mainstream, they are eating into or they are encroaching into the tribal area, and they are taking away whatever their rights, their survival, their hope, their future, and even their dreams. They are stealing even their dreams and making life miserable for tribals across India. There is no south or north or east or west. The tribals in general in India, these people are being pushed to the sidelines by the organized mafia supported by the governments.
How you see the rightist ideology? Is for welfare of India? You think that if India become Hindu Rashtra, so-called Hindu Rashtra, then India is going to develop more?
I still believe India is a multicultural, multi-ethnic, diverse country with a common thread that is binding India as a national entity. Our spirit is common, our unity is common, but we are different because the Kashmiris are different, Tamilians are different, North-East people, they have cultures and subcultures, people are extremely different. But there are many common things, they are uniting us. But we have to protect and we have to conserve the diversities of this country. And without protecting, without respecting the diversity of the country, as a community, as a nation, we will not survive. As you said about the Hindu Rashtra, India is not a monolithic culture, it is not a monolithic statue. It has diversities, it has cultures and subcultures. It is not just about Hinduism, Muslim or Christianity. Not religion is not the sole criteria. People have multiple identities. Cultural identities, religious identities, language identities, sub-regional identities, and dialectics. You are coming from Bihar. I can assume how many local dialectics for your mother tongue. Because in Bihar, one part of the people are talking a different kind of language, and another area, the style is totally different. So across India, even in Kerala, I am from Kerala, in Kerala, many small dialectics of Malayalam. So without respecting all this, because we are a diverse country and we are exploring in the last 60, 70 years, our forefathers, our freedom fighters, our freedom movement, great leaders like Gandhi, Nehru and Ambedkar, they explored and found a common ground for us. And they ensured a united country, a united vision. And only that united vision can take us to a future. And if we are turning a Hindu Rashtra, it is like Pakistan, you know, when India was getting freedom, Pakistan turned into a theocratic state. They separated from India and it was formed based on religion. Religion never solved any problems of Pakistan. They have multiple severe problems than a multicultural India. If one religion and one people means, that if that logic is correct, Pakistan or Bangladesh or Nepal must be more successful than ours. But the one particular religion, official religion of the country, because you know in European countries, in America, even in the Christian majority countries, they are now not identifying themselves Christian majority because majority will not be able to time or set the dictates. They will not be able to set the agenda because ordinary people, invisible people, normal people from the ground, irrespective of the religion, they are constituting the core of India. They are constituting the soul of India. So we must have to celebrate unity. We have to stand for unity, and collective coexistence is the future. And being together and ensuring proper representation for the people, whether it is Muslim or Sikh or Christian or minorities or Dalits, tribals, all must get justice. So our guiding principle must be social justice. Based on social justice and equality, we can survive. Coexistence, social justice, and moving forward.
One example I am giving you. I was in Dubai.
Yeah.
In debates, a French guy asked us, "Is there any language in India with the use of that language? You are able to talk with each and every corner of India. You are depending on another country language to talk with your people."
But the problem, I will tell you, across the world, there is no common language. If you are going to Russia or Germany, your English will not help you. So the languages have their own limitations. And India, I recognize the largest number of people in India are talking Hindi. So I am not against any language. I think even North Indian people must learn some South Indian language. South Indian people must learn some North Indian languages. And if one is having good proficiency over English, Hindi, and one of the Indian languages, then 3 language policy is the best for India. You can somehow survive in this country. So imposing one language on the other people is a crime. But learning one more language is empowerment. So I am telling my friends in Tamil Nadu, You learn Hindi, but at the another level, I am with them because they are resisting every attempt to impose it. Because Kerala had a long culture or of accepting Hindi, and they are unmindful whether it is imposition or learning or whatever. But I will tell you, that is not the correct way, because in Tamil Nadu, irrespective of they are resisting Hindi, they are learning Hindi in everyday life. Because there are guest workers from North India, there many people are working in Tamil Nadu very comfortably, and their service providers, job providers, they are learning Hindi to survive, to mingle with them, to communicate with them, because that is a necessity. So our necessities, our everyday life, that must prompt us to explore new language, gain new language, not as a governmental pressure or a state pressure. That must not make you. It is your choice. It's like your right to food, your right to have dress. The same kind of liberty must be applied in the case of language. You must be encouraged to learn more languages other than your mother tongue. And there must be no life, no progress without knowing English also. Because English is a necessity. Because British people came to India, they taught us English. And that was the one biggest reason why India got united and they turned against the British. So, the role of the historical role of English and continuing relevance of English, that must not be rubbished by praising our language culture. Our languages are great, each and every one. Whatever the official languages of India are great. And I still agree, Hindi is the largest language in India, very beautiful language, and it is a powerful language spoken by majority of India, but it is not an official language. It is a language of the nation, most of the people of the country. So that way, the Hindi people must have some kind of accommodative nature to other languages. And they also stand for the protection and promotion of other languages. So languages develop only by giving and taking. So whatever people, Malayalam or Tamil or Kannada, they can grow by giving and taking from other languages. Though Sanskrit failed in India, Sanskrit influenced all the South Indian languages. If I am going to Karnataka and talking to some Kannada people, though I don't know Kannada, I can understand some words because most of the words in Kannada are Sanskrit. Tamil Nadu is the only exception. In Malayalam, Telugu and Kannada, there are many Sanskrit words. So that is a kind of reciprocal thing, giving and taking.
Yeah. If I talk about the caste politics here, if I talk about untouchability, is that you think that it is the generational modification of newer people to discriminate the people who are from lower caste?
I think across, especially in South India, the young generation are totally unmindful about the caste. Because caste is a reality. Despite all the social reformation and transformation happened in Kerala or Tamil Nadu, Andhra or Karnataka, caste is existing. And that is why in some schools, the lower rank people or Dalit people, they are getting discriminated. There are violences against the Dalit community people. Because everywhere, the Dalits are facing multiple levels of discrimination. Because at religion and caste wise, they are facing discrimination. In the terms of economic and money wise, they are facing discrimination. And they are in terms of opportunities, they are totally discriminated against. So even in Kerala, the last day, a bright student from the Dalit community, he was forced to commit suicide because of the caste-based humiliation unleashed by some of his teachers. He was a dental student. And the kind of ugly things that are repeatedly happening across India, that is a shame on our democracy, that is a shame on our social transformation. And even in Kerala, as I told you before, 150 years, only in the last 150 years, Kerala somehow achieved some level of progress as a multicultural society. Earlier, it was totally divided by the caste. Even Swami Vivekananda, who came to Kerala, he termed Kerala as a lunatic asylum because the discrimination was very high. Even not in the temples, even the roads leading to the temple or the roads going around the premises of the temples, they were totally reserved for the upper caste Nayars and Nambudiri, and they were always prevented the Dalit community's entry. So, such a discrimination existed in Kerala, and that is why the famous Vaikam Satyagraha held. Gandhiji came, Periyar Ramasamy from Tamil Nadu came, many nationalist leaders came, even the Punjabi people came, the Agalis from Punjab came to Kerala to support the agitators for Vaikam temple entry, and they arranged food for the temple Satyagrahis, and that is why the chapati from Punjab became a prominent food in Kerala. So many things, many inspiring things about the history. And so in the last 150 years, we faced, we agitated, we conducted many struggles. And now, whatever the progress we achieved, the outcome of the long process of struggles, the long process of agitations, the long forms of social mobility, and the awakening of the various backward communities, not the upper caste initiative. So, justice, social justice, and equality are not the benevolence of the upper caste people. It is the outcome of the long sustained pressure and struggle by the various backward communities, people on the sidelines.
If I talk about, is there any country you think that with that much diversity we are going to develop? The China have uniform civil code.
Yeah.
Every country who is developed have uniform civil code. Is there any country at present who have that much diversity just like India, and with that diversity they developed?
You know, in China, at one level they are pretending they are a socialist communist regime. Practically we know it is a predatory kind of capitalist country. They are making big financial advances, financial gains, industrial success. But at the social level, there are lot of suppression. There is lot of suppression of the voices of dissent. Even many minority Muslim communities, they lost their identities. They were suppressed from, they were prevented from doing or living as natural inheritors of religion.
Did they are sleeping without food?
Yeah. But that is not an issue. But because poverty alleviation and social reformation, that must go together. If you are providing food, because Soviet Union, why Soviet Union failed? They provided food to everybody, they ensured everybody housing, but they curtailed the liberty. That is why the young generation became, they only heard about the social Russian revolution. The young generation turned against the party, turned against the communists, and that is why the regime collapsed, because they never allowed dissent. They put whoever rising voices against the government in jail. And so the Stalin was a great, because under Stalin, this infrastructure growth in Russia became significant. They ensured food sufficiency. They made grand leaps as a food making community. Poverty was removed. And the country's economic growth was almost equal to that of US. But what happened? It was totally disintegrated because the fundamental right of a human being, other than hunger, it is your right to dissent and your right to expression. If you are curtailing that, and then if you are buying a cow, or you are the cow, feeding a cow very well, but you are always attaching a coir one to the cow, and you will not allow it to move it around freely. So cow is a cow, and you are only rearing it for milk. And you are claiming, I am giving very nutritious kind of food 3 times a day to my beloved cow. So this cow is the most fortunate person in this world. That is a total lie.
Yeah. Okay. If I ask you, if I ask you one thing you think that, yeah, this must be changed in India in coming time. This is called Sapno Ka Bharat.
Yeah, in Sapno Ka Bharat, the problem, if you are celebrating the corporates, the Ambanis and Adanis, and giving all the resources to them, and you were imagining that Ambani and Adani and other corporates will take you forward to another level of growth, that is a total misunderstanding. Because whatever we achieved today is not something happened yesterday or the day before. It all evolved through years. Think what was the situation in India in 1947. When India got independence, all the resources were plundered by the British people, the foreigners, and our economy was in bad shape. and many people were struggling with poverty. And the green revolution of the 1970s, that is feeding us now. That is what improved our public distribution system. So gradually, from the solid foundation laid by our national leaders, from there we evolved. It is not a one-day revolution. It is not a miracle caused by Adani and company. They are plundering all our natural resources. They are occupying all our ports. They are occupying all our airports, and they are taking away all the governmental benefits. And they are denying everything to the poor people. The fishing community are suffering because of Adani and company. The tribal people are also suffering. So the vulnerable people, ruining the lives of vulnerable people, and you are detailing the growth ratio achieved by this country, that means double standard, that means hypocrisy.
In one line, you have to say to something to the Prime Minister of India. What you will say?
I don't ideologically comfortable with a Prime Minister of the authority who is praising one religion and discrediting other religions. But as an elected leader in a democracy, I respect him. As our ruler, I have greatest respect for him. He is a good organizer, he is a good orator. But I have strong dislike with his priorities, his development concepts, and the way he is treating different communities and society.
Okay. In one line, you have to say to our Indian people. What you will say?
I traveled across India. I lived in different parts of India. I interacted with the people across India, poor people, ordinary people, people having very minimal kind of life and very limited exposure to any kind of luxury. But they are very warm, they are very kind, they are not discriminatory. If you are going to the Northeast, they will take you as a member of their extended family. If you are going to Kashmir, we are astonished by the kind of hospitality they are providing. If you are going to Punjab or Himachal Pradesh, the culture of the people, because if you are telling, I don't know Hindi or I am coming from the south, there is no need of being inferior. These people will make you happy, make you comfortable. That is why I am saying an invisible thread of unity is connecting all of us. It is an emotional kind of bondage. It is a kind of cultural bondage that has been existing for long. Because we are a multicultural society. If Punjab is making wheat or Andhra people are making rice, that is why Kerala is surviving. Because Kerala is a purchasing state, not a production making state. And all the oils, nuts, everything, pulses, they are coming from North Indian states. So the giving and taking policy, the coexisting, helping each other, that only can help us survive. So the unity in diversity is the core fundamental concern we have for this country.
Lots of thanks to you
Thank
for
you.
coming for my interview.
Yeah.
थैंक्स टू यू। इसको कमेंट में बताएंगे आप हमें कि आपको कैसा लगा ये बातें समझ में। मैंने इन्हें हिंदी में भी ट्रांसलेट किया है तो आप पढ़ के भी देख सकते हो। लॉट्स ऑफ थैंक्स टू यू।